Hi there. So I decided that I want to kind of bring my readings down to earth a little bit more and really look at the emotions that we're all moving through. Each video is going to be on a different emotion that I'm seeing and hearing all of us move through in and out of, and uh, rightly so. And so I thought it would be nice to hear from Spirit and get a little guidance in what is going on. And so for those of us who feel lost right now and aimless, it's a hard time. It's like the kind of like a bomb went off, right? Okay, so the Emperor. Also a card of Aries, the Divine Masculine, the card of like the rules, the structure, um, society as we know it. And so what I think is going on here is that, like I said, our lives have been blown up, really. It's like, this stunning explosion of everything that we've ever known that has created structure in our lives. It has provided us with guidelines, and whether that's in your own life or just in the world at large, like what's going on, right? And so that can, for many people, and I'm one of those people, if I don't have everything the way I like it, I'm highly sensitive. If you don't know what a highly sensitive means, look at highly sensitive person. You can Google that online, and there are some resources out there. But for me, I need stability in my life, and anytime there's big change or someone's in my space and moving things around, I'm like, I can't function as well. And so situations like this where everything's topsy turvy, I don't know, am I taking a shower tonight? I'm not taking a shower today. Like, I'm not leaving. I'm not going to work. I'm not seeing my client. I just kind of feel lost. So me doing these videos or studying up on some of this, of what's going on astrologically, has given me a lot of peace, although I don't feel that there are other things in my life that I could be dealing with. And I'm hearing that again and again, over and over again. Like, why am I not doing the things I need to be doing? And there's other issues coming in and out, but those are for other videos. So I think that, that's what this card is really about. Like, okay, I need to have that structure in order to take action, in order to move forward and do, the things that I need to get done. And that's okay. That's really normal. Every emotion that we're feeling right now is really normal given the circumstances. It's how do we cope with them? It's how do we ride through them? It's how do we sit with them with grace and self-compassion and empathy towards others as they're moving through their process. And their process might not always feel real good to be on the receiving end of, I'm also extremely irritable, like internally, not externally, but the darkness that's going on inside my head, I'm like, that was kind of the impetus to do this. Was I was like, what's going on? Okay, and so, whoa, this is interesting. So what to do to sort of move through this feeling of being lost and aimless. I think you got the Two of Swords and the Justice card. Um, well, wow. Look at, I've just never noticed this before. Look at how similar they are. I think that this is a time for you to really allow yourself to focus on yourself, to close out the noise and the chatter from everyone else. You know, you may be someone that's kind of always there for others, and I don't think that's really working for you right now. I think it's time to understand the karmic dance of life, you know, the in and the out, the back and the forth, the, you know, the time of pulling back and the time of being more assertive. And that, you know, if you are already trying to like not see that, I think it's time for you to see that and recognize it, and not try to pretend that it's not happening. That can create a lot of almost like ADD in the brain, you know, like I don't want to see what I'm seeing. And so I'm just going to disconnect. I'm just going to dissociate. And it can really hinder your ability to focus. At the same time, like I said, if you are too focused on relationships and being fair, taking care of everyone else to your own detriment, that's not healthy either. Right now, we all need to give ourselves some time to sit with, process, reflect on what is going on, and that, you know, a new reality potential for how the world could possibly be is showing up in a way that most of us have never experienced. And that can really kind of like blow your brain apart, right? Like you just like, it's cognitive dissonance, and you need some time to, like, I need some time to process this. is really happening? Otherwise, you could be doing like all this busy stuff, but doing nothing really. And again, it's all valid and it all makes sense. But that's your guidance. Okay, and so if you take some time for yourself, and if you allow yourself to sit with the ebbs and flows of life, the way life shows up, the karmic balancing, the fairness of justice that, what goes up must come down, what goes down must come up, and maybe we're getting balanced right now. Maybe that's what's happening. And maybe you need some time to really digest that. Okay, what's the potential outcome here for you? Feeling lost and aimless. The Emperor is just such a patriarchal being, and the Justice card is very androgynous. It's kind of like, I wonder why. One, I mean, the cards are just so similar. It's like there's a balance. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, there's a balancing out here. It could be a balancing out of, sort of the things that you have known that are very material, right? You can touch them, you can feel them, you can sense them, you can spend them, you can buy them, you can eat them, you can count on them. That whole sense has been obliterated, and you're being asked to understand and feel and sense what this is about, using your higher, your intuition, your more sort of esoteric side, the side that needs to connect to something bigger than like the material. And I think if you can do that, I've got the King of Pentacles, this is a leader. You may even be able to create something intuitively, using your intuition, allowing like maybe an inspiration to come to you, like, oh my gosh, like okay, so let's just say, for instance, this is what my job looked like, this is what my paycheck, this is how my money came in, this is what I've always done my work in this way, and now I have to figure out another way to do it. And then suddenly you get this like hint, after you've kind of like closed off everyone else and shut out the world and really kind of processed what's going on, and you get this little whisper like, what about that? Like, maybe if you did it this way and you tried that, like, I don't know, maybe you're going to create something else. Is there potential for you to maybe even create another whole vision of the industry that you're in, become a leader. But you just really have to get rid of this old notion of what was. I'm thinking. Okay, so message from the animal spirits. This is from the animal. Let me see. Sorry, you should be able to see your cards. Spirit Animal Oracle from Colette Baron Reed. Just got these cards in today. These 3 Oracle decks that I'm going to be using here to get extra guidance from Spirit. I just got them in today and I did cleanse them. And I used them earlier. I'm reading for myself and they were amazing. So feel good about. Oh, Dove Spirit. 21. Be peace. How beautiful. Be peace. With her peaceful cooing, the gentle dove spirit invites you to embrace the energy of peace and allow compassion to warm your heart. You always have the power to generate peace within you, and the appearance of dove spirit is a reminder that today and every day is a good day to meditate, to quiet any turbulence within as you embody tranquility. Above, below, and all around you, much may be happening to distract you, but you are called to engage it with the heart of a peacemaker, asking yourself, what would peace do? Can you agree to disagree? The peace you seek rises within and spreads out into the world as Spirit sends her messenger to remind you of the beauty of a harmonious existence with all that is. How beautiful and powerful is your compassionate heart. However disturbed the waters around you, however troubled your heart, Dove Spirit is there to remind you that peace without begins within, as you reconnect with Spirit through practices that awaken you from spiritual amnesia. Your true nature is as a peaceful child of Spirit, but how easily you forget. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, lovely. And then we have Keepers of the Light, which will have your Ascended Masters, Angels, Spiritual Guides, Kyle Gray. To protect myself, my shoulders, and just the time of each of these videos, I have been listening to Spirit, Intuition, whatever you want to call it. And when it says stop, pull a card from the bottom of the deck or the top of the deck, I hear bottom, but it's here, which to me is top. Then I turn it over. Okay, so let me focus. Wow. And I apologize. I am going to slaughter the pronunciation of these names. And so I'll just hold them up and I'll attempt Radha, Soul Flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. Exactly. Let's see what else is to say. The Hindu goddess Radha is the divine feminine counterpart and twin flame of Krishna. Oh, wow. Okay. She is considered to represent Shakti, the divine feminine and creative spirit of the universal life force. Without the female, the male cannot be created. Exactly. I feel like there's a need for like a balancing of these energies of what's been the patriarchal power to be balanced out by the feminine. Without the female, the male cannot be created. And for this reason, Shakti is a powerful force that is honored and cherished. Radha is completely devoted to her partner and illustrates the age-old adage behind every powerful man is a powerful woman. She's dedicated to supporting all those who seek relationship harmony and healing. At one point, she learned what it was like to be separated from Krishna, and so she can also bring great healing to those who are suffering the loss of a partner or separation. Whoa, okay, this is kind of talking about a little bit what I was talking about earlier. Loving union, connection, and relationship harmony are key at this time. It's important to remember, though, that relationships won't make you whole. Only your own love can do that. You now have opportunities to find lost parts of yourself, maybe sensual aspects or the capacity to cherish yourself. There's more there, but I'm not going to read it all. It's wonderful. It's all congruent here. And then we'll get a postcard from the spirit. Helping those who feel lost and aimless. Lost and aimless. Dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy. What? You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune into what others cannot hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. Loving you always. How beautiful. Someone else got that, or another emotion got that same card. It's wonderful. We're all going through the same thing, and you are, honeybee, you are a huge part of everything that is going on. You are a small part, and you are a huge part of the whole. Like, we all are here helping each other in one way or another. And so whatever it is your process, the emotions that you're going through, believe me, we're all there. We're all a part of those as they're moving in and out and through us. And it's important for us to be able to be compassionate with ourselves and with others, and move into a more enlightened space. So thank you. Till next time.